NBA 5 Stories.
We're not going to accuse the Utah Jazz of tanking, but it's got to get better than this. I mean, they came off a road trip when they were blown out in every game. They couldn't agree to a contract extension with Gordon Hayward before the deadline. They're last in the NBA in scoring. They're getting poor point guard play, and Trey Burke is probably still a couple weeks before coming back. You wonder if it's going to get better before it gets worse. It's been a bit of a tough spot for Andrew Bynum. This summer, he really couldn't get a lot of attention on the free agent market. Ended up taking a short deal in Cleveland, playing only 13 minutes a night, and had a bad homecoming in Philadelphia where they booed him relentlessly. He even talked about retirement. Well, the good news for Andrew is that he's actually had a pretty good career. He's banked close to $80 million and has 2 championship rings. With those 2 bad knees right now, he's playing with house money. The Denver Nuggets were actually a really good team last year. I have to remind you because right now they're one of the worst, and it's been a bad start. They actually are having a bad season to follow up to a bad offseason when they lost their general manager and their coach. And right now, they lost JaVale McGee for an unknown period of time with a stress fracture. This is the guy, by the way, they really wanted to come back and improve. And you wonder right now if they're closer to being a lottery team than a playoff team. The Charlotte Bobcats really need some stability at head coach. In the last 4 years, they've had 3 of them. Michael Jordan has gone through the ringer looking for the right guy. Well, finally, he finds the right guy, Steve Clifford, and what happens? He's hospitalized with a heart ailment. Well, he's back on the bench now. You wonder, for his sake, and also the Bobcats' sake, whether he can stay on the bench in good health. The Knicks were blown out Sunday to the San Antonio Spurs. Right now, these are troubling times with the Knicks because the owner thinks he has a chance to win a championship. But Carmelo Anthony is struggling, shooting only 34%, and J.R. Smith, he's back from his suspension, but you wonder if he can help Carmelo in those fourth quarters.